So good afternoon, fellow ticket holders.
Good windy afternoon.
We are in Texas, despite wearing these sweatshirts and such.
Yeah, it's 60 degrees, but
have
it's still windy.
Pardon the first half of this video while we're here at Six Flags, because I am doing it on my phone. Due to the fact of their camera and tripod rules, I figured it's just safer to do it on my phone. But once we get to SeaWorld, that's where we're headed to next after this, we will switch back to the Canon. So if you are here for the SeaWorld part of this video, I will go right here, this timestamp, and you can start at SeaWorld. And actually, we haven't said it yet. We are at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I don't think I said. But we are here for basically one reason, and that's to do Dr. Diabolical's, the B&M dive coaster.
Yeah, it's also bittersweet because this is our last Six Flags Park visit until...
Who knows?
Who knows? We didn't renew for the next season?
No, there will be no new. Yep. So they are requiring you to buy the Diamond Elite or whatever it's called pass to get into all of them across the country, and that's at about $250 a person. And as of where we live, the $250 is not worth it. So we may make it to a Six Flags park and have to buy a day pass, but as of right now, this is our last time as pass holders. All right, we are coming up onto the front of the gate, so let's go on into Fiesta Texas. And because it is November when we always come, because we're here for Thanksgiving, it is holiday in the park, but we are going to be doing the coasters more than the holiday things. If you'd like to see our holiday videos, we have one from last year. Okay, so we have made it into the park, and we're just gonna take a quick look at these decorations here as we enter. We really enjoy it. I would be interested in coming when it's not Christmas time to see what it looks like, but it's still a beautiful entrance, nevertheless, with the decorations, and I bet it would be without. But yeah, let's head towards Dr. Diabolical. All right, here we are. Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger, Six Flags' first dive coaster. Let's go get in line. And actually, as we head to get in line, Vanessa's looking at the bricks because we purchased one. We'll see if we can see it, because actually there's not many here, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. And right almost in the middle of the circle, we have our brick. So it did get installed. How amazing is that to have a part of Six Flags? Alright, so we just finished up Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger, and first of all, wow, that was a great dive coaster.
That was a great dive coaster. The theming,
yes.
I believe it's the first dive coaster with theming in the
that we can think of
in the US, and it was so many freaking details in the
pre-show, a roller coaster with a pre-show. That is fantastic. Yeah. And then to go in line and you have the audio on the traction, fantastic. Really enjoy this.
Very smooth B&M.
Obviously not the largest one in the US, but yeah, definitely a fun one. The first comment I told Vanessa is this is the size that I think Hershey Park needs. They don't need the biggest, they don't need the baddest, but this one would be perfect for their lineup.
For families and kids,
yes,
and young at heart. One new element I believe on this dive coaster is their airtime hill towards the end. It was kind of weak, but it was cool that it was still there.
Yeah. So I think at this point that is going to be it for Fiesta Texas. We are getting late and we do want to see SeaWorld. So yeah, next we'll catch you over at SeaWorld. So here we go. And we are back. We have made it to our second park for the day. And look at all the blue lights that is on the walkway into the park. And also, let's take a look at that sunset going on over there. Very pretty. And we got the moon right there. And our second park for the day, as I said, is SeaWorld San Antonio. And look how pretty this entryway is with the glass archways, and then you have the wreath around the Shamu logo. This is where security is, so we'll catch you on the other side. And we have made it through security. And this is where their sign photo op is, but we need to now actually go into the park. But security is very simple. And we have finally made it into the park, and right off the bat we have a Coca-Cola / candy cane area. And it's Coca-Cola because they're selling Coke right over there. And we have the Coca-Cola bears that people apparently think that they need to climb on. So past the candy cane forests and to the arena, we are going to see Ocean Discovery, a splash of Christmas. We just saw the Splash of Christmas beluga whale show with the dolphins.
Yeah,
they're really cute.
Show you get to learn more about the beluga whales and the dolphins with a little Christmas holiday twist with the Nutcracker.
Yeah, so that was really neat. I really like the coloring on those specific dolphins.
I forgot the name of them. Yeah, but they're the gray with white and black. Yeah,
definitely a unique dolphin.
Yeah.
All right, I think next we're going to try to catch the Sesame Street Parade. Let's go back to the front and see if we can catch that. So we just finished the Sesame Street Parade. That was really cool to see all the characters.
Yeah.
The parade movement part itself is really fast. It was about 2 minutes long, but then they do stop and dance with the kids and sing. I didn't catch that part because we were basically at the beginning, and they stopped halfway down the route. But yeah, really cool. Yeah, fun for the kids.
Yeah.
So at this point, we are gonna hang out here in the Candy Cane Forest because apparently the Mariachi band's gonna play, and they're supposed to be in this area somewhere. So we're gonna catch them real quick.
I really hope they play some holiday music.
So over here at this stand in the Candy Cane Forest, they are selling hot chocolates, and we did end up with a souvenir cup, and this is what it looks like. It's really cool. And apparently the flavor is toasted marshmallow with mini marshmallows because Vanessa was trying to get, what were you trying to get?
I was trying to get gingerbread.
But then they messed up.
I messed up. And
so,
then here, have this.
So we ended up with whatever, and that's what it tasted like based on the sign. That's what's supposed to be in it. So it's pretty good. So did you enjoy the mariachi bands?
I did. It was great seeing them. They always put on such a wonderful vibe.
Yeah. And when we were at Six Flags earlier, it was showing, they didn't show that they were going to perform this year like last year.
Yeah, I
it
saw
was
that.
just the
That was
Looney
sad.
Tunes.
Yeah.
So
It
luckily
was
they're
nice to see
playing
them
here.
here.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to head on in finally into the park a little farther. And I think we're going to go see if we can get a picture with Rudolph and friends. And it looks like our candy cane forest turns into a multicolored tree forest. Very pretty down through here. And this is where the beluga whale sign is for the celebration. So the event we are at is called SeaWorld's Christmas Celebration, if we didn't say that. And it looks like even into Sesame Street they have the multicolored trees. And now it looks like we're transitioning from the multicolored forest into just white lights on the tree. But we are coming into the area where Rudolph and friends are. And look at these cutouts over here. These are really neat. We have the snowman and we have Rudolph and his dad and his mom with Santa Claus. And where Rudolph learns to fly at the reindeer games. This is his coach right here. And here's the King Lion with all the Misfit toys on the Misfit Island. And it looks like right now we have Rudolph, Khalees, and Cornelia's meeting and greeting. I have never seen him in person. They are awesome. Okay, this next section is over here by the Orca Stadium. And it looks like the lights are blue and white. Could be for the orcas. Could also be for Hanukkah. Very pretty back here. I also see some ornaments and big lights down here. Let's check them out. So here's a really big blue ornament. A flower bed of blue lights with a, I think it's a silver ornament ball, but it's lit up blue. And again, I think a silver light, but it's all blue. Really neat, oversized ornaments and lights. And here's what's cool in the flower bed. It makes it look like it's water and the orca is breaching the water top. So up next is the Texas Stingray, the GCI wooden coaster. And it looks like it's currently closed for the evening. So we will have to be back definitely to do this GCI wooden coaster. So we will just walk through this light tunnel on our way around the park. Looks like the next area is called Mistletoe Market. And it has that classic like country Christmas feel. Including the bands playing. Let's go check them out real quick.
There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain, and I'll be happy with Christmas once again.
It's also where you can meet Santa, and he is in his cowboy. Hi, Santa! And we have this very beautiful poinsettia tree twisting the red and white. Never seen it that way. That's really pretty. Candy cane like. This one's funny. And we also have a cowboy boot tree. Red and green boots with a sheriff's star on top. And here's the next coaster that we'll have to get later called the Great White. It's a B&M invert. Definitely looks interesting. But we will have to catch it next time. But right here in front of the Mako Guy Harvey photo, we have some classic blow molds. So we have this elf with some presents in his hands. We have an elf with a candy cane in his hands. And an elf painting the Santa's Workshop sign with a whole bunch of toy soldiers leading up to the dinner with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And they are here with Santa Claus and his reindeer. That's a really nice photo spot. And it seems the blow molds continue, so we have another Santa Workshop elf, and we have the carolers and Mrs. Claus. And up here by the arcade is the big man himself in a blow mold, being assisted by a candy cane elf and the snowman, which I believe is very similar to the snowman that my mom and dad have at their house. And this is the third coaster that we're passing up tonight that we'll have to come back for. This is Wave Breaker. This is just like the same one that's going in at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, except for this one is outdoors and not indoor like Dark Coaster. And as we continue around, we have the Snowman Jam, who is a DJ, and we got the king himself, Elvis as a snowman. And we also have a matador with his bull. We have a couple of cowboys getting ready to have a duel, as well as the Blues Brothers in snowman form. But the one coaster we are headed towards is this one here. It is called Steel Eel. It is a Morgan, basically like Steel Force at Dorney Park. And it's dropping down the drop hill right now. And we're headed that direction to get at least one new credit here at SeaWorld San Antonio. And we have made it to the front. We will put you in the locker and we'll be right back after a drop on Steel Eel. All right, so wow, Steel Eel. Yeah.
Very underrated. It was fun.
Definitely enjoyed it, but every hill, everything was super just ejector air time. You were out of your seat more than in the seat.
And the seats are old Morgan train, so once you get down, it's hard. But it was fun. It's very pretty. And the night you see all from the top, you see all the Christmas lights.
Yep. As well as the city on the other side. Really good. We've only done Steel Force in the front, second rows, so to be in the back, I think this one would be really better if we just went towards the front.
Yeah.
Just to calm down.
What you want.
Calm down that ejector a little bit. But yeah, definitely a good one. I'm glad we did that one, seeing as Texas Stingray was closed.
Yeah.
But definitely excited to come back at some point and do the other one. So we'll just continue on around here and see the rest of the lights before we head out. And underneath of Steel Eel, we're headed into this like purplish pink area. Looks to be Gumdrop Forest or Candyland. And I say that because we got houses made out of gingerbread and candies and stuff. So I guess it's the gingerbread house area. But we do have candy canes and gumdrops and cupcakes, as well as peppermints. Those are the good kind. Those are the soft chews. But yeah, this is the candy area right here as we head towards the front. And as we circle back to the front, because it is now 9 o'clock and they just made the announcement telling people to get out, we are walking through the trees that are adorned with white lights, just classic white lights. And we have bushes with the multicolored. I do see some seals up here on the rock, and that's because this is the seal, sea lion, and otter show at Pacific Point. And they're like made out of stone. They're really cool. Look at the cute sea otter at the top. And we have circled back around to the candy cane forest and the Coca-Cola bears. So that means we are back to the front of the park to leave. And that will conclude our 2-park day here in San Antonio, between Six Flags and here at SeaWorld San Antonio.
It went quick.
Yeah, did what we could.
We did what we could, and what we saw, we had a really good time. It was nice walking through the lights, seeing the surroundings.
Yep.
We got to see 3 acts.
Yep. Definitely a lot more to see and do. Like there's a show every little bit that's about a half hour long.
You don't know why they're like only 4 hours open. I'm like, no.
No, they were open all day.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
But we only got about 3 hours in, and definitely was not enough time to see and do everything. But this was a quick highlight, as well as only being able to do 1 coaster credit. But we will definitely be back at some point to get the rest of the credits. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.